This is According to Callus, and we're going to pick up with the Texas 5-Star Plan, Part 2. That's right. We're reviewing the book by Mr. Robert West. A little over 70 pages long. Can be read in an afternoon or an evening. Just lays the groundwork of how it is that we can fix what ails Texas. How it is we can rein in the abuses, the executive abuses, and how are some things that we can dramatically improve the situation that we have in Texas to preserve liberty. And Robert West lays out this strategy. So before I go any further, I'm switching over to the podcast only. So if you're interested, this is part 2. Come join me on the podcast. Okay, so now we're here podcast only, right? Picking up right at chapter 3. He wants to know, who do I recruit? And once again, I'm going to do my best to keep this to about 10 minutes. The reason being is these are all being done at the same time. My allergies are kicking my butt, and I'm going to be gone for a couple days, so I want to have these all prepped and ready to go for you all. And I want you to consider what's in this book, because I know this gentleman's going to be coming to our area in Collin County here in the next month or two. And I want you to be at least familiar with the issues and familiar with the topics so that you can guide that conversation when he comes. I think that this guy's plan is very workable. I would say it's very well thought out and rudimentary. In other words, it can be adopted and adjusted for the locales that you're in. So, first question is, who do I recruit? Well, first you got to five people that can agree with at least 5 of those 10 points of the 5-star agenda. Again, not a problem. 7 of them I think are dead on. The other 3 I might quibble about, but are still very good. And it says, well, where do you go? So it talks about people that may be mad about mandates, or had their income or business shut down, or just plain betrayed by the governor, state senator, representatives. These are the ones you want to go to and convince them to help you clean up Texas. Okay, so the other things that we need to look at is there's county chairs, there's state offices, Texas state reps, and Texas state senators. There's very minimal requirements involved with those. So, again, the summary, right? We're jumping right to the summary. We want to be quick, punchy on this. Less than 10 minutes. Finding 5 recruits, grow from there. And each one of those recruits should be able to find 5 recruits, right? And then where do you find them? Again, you want to deal with people that you run across in your daily life, and you want to just talk to people. And you're going to find these people that are going to be upset. When you hear somebody talking about they're upset about something, you need to engage them. You need to be getting them involved. You're not asking them to sign over their life. Just be a little bit. And then there's a simple way in here to market for these recruits. Well, you can do that as a precinct chair. And a precinct chair is the base level, entry level elected position, right? And that's it. You start there. You can work your way up to a county chair or a state rep or state senator or a state office. There's also the county commissioners, right? Now, I'm setting aside the municipal elections, and I'm not doing that to ignore them, because that's one of the problems we've had is, people right of center or people that are more liberty oriented, they leave the city alone because they're nonpartisan races, and nobody really pays. But you have more cost to your liberty. You have more issues and infringements on your liberty coming from the local people than you do anywhere else, with the exception of maybe the state. And then don't even get me started on the school board. And the school board, I really believe, is the key to the whole issue. If we can't take the schools back, all this will be for naught, because within another generation, we're going to lose it again. So, on to chapter 4. So the first 5 steps, right? Talks about you seeing your guy, right, in the quotes. Go to Austin, not do what they promised to do, or not even try. Now, I got to say, my state representatives, I like my personal state rep. I think he's a fantastic, nice guy, and generally he votes the right way. But boy, he just doesn't have any fire in the belly. He does not take the battle to the other to the other team, nor does he hold the line for us. Now, that's a personal, frustration or disappointment, but that does not, in and of itself, make the guy a bad representative. That does not mean that he shouldn't be immediately bounced out. So, just so we're clear on that, right? The best recruits that we can look for are the ones that are looking for exactly what we're looking for as well, right? We're all on the same team. And so, the first 5 steps, you go sign up and receive the newsletter and get informed. Again, basic, entry level. Contact by phone or in person those 5 people we've already talked about that you think they might be interested. Then you make a note to check back to see how they're doing. And are they getting their 5 people, right? So if you get 5 and they each get 5, that's 26 people, right? You sure? No, it's 31. See, that's how math works. So you got your 5, which including you is 6, and they each get 5 more. That's an additional 25. So you got 31 people now, and that's a great nucleus to start working towards changing things. Now, when you've checked back with them, then you go to the 5 items from their website resources, and that could be the book, flyers, all from the Texas 5-Star Plan. And you're going to use this for marketing. You're going to pass them out. You're going to display them. You're going to go somewhere. You might even consider a yard sign. And then look for your newsletters. They're going to come each week. You can download the monthly calendar. You can also find where they're going to start putting forth their 5-star candidates. The whole idea is we have to recruit new people, people that agree with the 5-star plan, people that are going to actually keep their word and do what they say they're going to do. That's the whole idea. So, this is his example. Think of it like hiring armed guards to protect your house. Those guards want you to promise them that their job's going to at least last 2 years. You want to make sure they're going to protect you instead of harming you. The agreement you come to is that they must follow certain rules, and if they break them, they are fired. What other rules might you add? Again, so this is like a starting level. So, this directly translates to their oath of office. So, he talks about the oath of office that Greg Abbott gave, right, when he became governor. I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of governor of the state of Texas and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. So, he did this in order, the U.S. Constitution and the state constitution. Now, he's got a little quibble in here that I have between his ranking of the U.S. Constitution and the state constitution, but we're not going to get lost in that right now. But now he's talking about the Bill of Rights and where exactly Greg Abbott violated it. He ordered the churches closed. That is in violation of Section 6 for the freedom of worship. Section 9, searches and seizure. He ordered private businesses to close. Again, a violation. Bills of attainder, ex post facto, and retroactive laws impairing obligation of contracts. That's Section 16. He ordered gyms to shut down, and people had contracts with those gyms, and they had some of them even paid for the full year. That violates their contract. And then there's taking property for public use. That's Section 17. So he's got all these different things: deprivation of life, liberty, and property, public access. So there's multiple things that Greg Abbott did that violated the Texas Constitution. So that's why he's not fit to be governor. That's why we need to get rid of him. That's why we need to work this plan. So again, the summary: personalities you're looking for, the 5 steps, follow and repeat, how to explain the importance of the Constitution, and then the various violations that Greg Abbott committed to the Texas Constitution. And that's why he needs to be booted. So that's my 10 minutes, folks. I will see you on the other side. Come back for part 3. Thanks.